another episode of BigDenoPlays Kingdom Death. We're on Lantern Year 23. We've made it this far with our 7 brave survivors, although we're down to 5. Plus we also have Luck, who's just joined our settlement. And this will be easily one of the most challenging fights we have in this entire campaign. It will be the make or break of our campaign's settlement success. And it's going to be against the Millennium Butcher. So, Millennium Butcher, Kill Bill. He's pretty damn challenging, unfortunately. So what he brings to the table is a lot of durability, and he can also very quickly stack up positive attribute tokens, which makes it challenging, but the more difficult thing really is that luck. That durability. So we're going to be taking, I haven't decided if we're taking 4 or 5. We're going to be taking 5 survivors because we want to take a scout to get that scout lantern benefit. Luck will be one of those survivors, but I haven't decided which position Luck is going to sit in yet. Probably this one that Artemis was in, because Artemis is now dead. It's fucking bullshit. Do I want a natural cardinal staff? Yes, we do. We do. We'll put the cardinal staff in for Luck. Okay. So what we did at the end of last Lantern Year, we crafted some items from the King's Smithery. We crafted that regen suit's absolutely useless. I suppose it's providing us armor. The gauntlets, the greaves, and the plate mail. And the adjudication. So I'm pretty excited about that. I love a king set. It's glorious. Let's go over here and read our vignette details. Great little book, this. We're not doing the actual vignette though, Deno. We're doing the Showdown Millennium Butcher. So, toughness 16, not a concern. 2 accuracy tokens, somewhat of a concern. Clearing those would be nice. 1 evasion, not really a concern. Movement 5, toughness 16, self-aware score, and infectious lunacy. Berserker. Great. I'm going to set that up and we shall return for the showdown. Alright, friends. We have 1 random terrain card. A blood pool. I actually want to try and get immortal. So we'll put that down and have a bit of fun with that. Oh, I just remembered, do we need bandages for this fight? We probably want some bandages, don't we? I might replace the regen suit with some bandages. I don't think we're going to need, we're not proccing the regen suit, so there we go. All right, we shall depart for this showdown, and we shall arrive very quickly. We'll shuffle this. As per the last showdown with this guy, I'm not going to put the new trap into the deck. Instead, I'm just going to leave this one in because the card backs, they're just different enough that I can tell, and I think that manipulates the way that I play, unfortunately. So by doing it this way, I don't. All right. So our 5 survivors: Aya, Willow, Luck, Newt, and Lucy. All right. I'm actually very nervous about this fight, I have to tell you. We've had such a good campaign, we've had such a good time, and if we fall short here, it'll be devastating. Okay, just confirming, we go first. We are defending our home. we have Self-Aware, we have Scorn. The person we want to go first is probably Aya. And let's see if we can just rush down as much as possible. Depart. Apply arrival bonuses. So we have a couple of arrival bonuses that don't automatically calculate here. The Marchioness, Gorget, all non-deaf survivors gain 2 survival on arrival. And then at the start of one of our characters' acts with the Lantern Festival top, all survivors gain a survival. So that's traveling quite nicely. Yep. Yeah, we'll just go Aya with the Bully Hammer, I think. We'll just do our best, friends. Come on. Aya speed 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's in the front. She's accuracy 5 now, so she'll swing with the Bully Hammer. So let's just run down all the things she's got again. She's got an innate +1 speed, so the Bully Hammer goes to speed 3, and then she's attacking with a sword, which means she gets an additional +1 speed, so she's 4 speed. Her accuracy is 5, which means she's hitting on a 5+, and it's 5 because she's hitting with a sword, and she's also hitting with a grand weapon, which gains +1 accuracy when swinging with a grand weapon. So, hit, hit, hit. We get to re-roll. Oh, sorry, that's a miss. 9, 7, and a 4 is a miss. We re-roll these two into a perfect hit on a 10 and a 9, so that's 4 hits. So thanks to Onslaught, when all of our hit rolls are successful, we double all wound attempts, and we rolled a perfect hit, which means we double it again on our first selected hit location. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that reflex doesn't bother us. That reflex doesn't bother us. That death blow doesn't bother us. This failure reaction is the only one that's actually causing us any concern. We get to roll to attempt to wound. And remember, this first selected hit location is doubled and then doubled. We also have acid palms. And that's it. And this is just our first attack of 3, because we have a free act from the side. That's a wound, so it does a single wound. However, on an 8+, the Butcher does not suffer the wound. That is a Lantern 10. So that would be a failure. However, we can choose which hit location we do. We can choose Qatar for the first chosen hit location to cancel that reaction. So that's cancelled. So this one's a wound. We'll do this reflex. Does it wound? That's a 4, so it does wound. There's our first wound. The next one, that's a wound. It's also a critical, so do we choose this one? Yep, on a critical wound, we knock him down. So, yep, so we knock the Butcher down, so all reactions are cancelled. And this one, that's a wound. Does it get through? It does. So 3 wounds to start us off. Now, we've done a critical, so we shuffle the hit location deck thanks to Scythe, and we did 3 wounds, all of which were doubled and over his toughness, which means we go 1, 2, 3, thanks to the Bully Hammer. Oh, it's good times. Good times. What's on top? The trap. Fantastic. That's the end of Aya's turn. Now that is actually fantastic, because now the Regal Plume person, which is Luck, is going to go. And Luck is going to... He doesn't have 2 insanity. He does have 2 insanity. Spend 2 insanity to place the top hit location deck on the bottom. Bang. So we now know where the trap is, and we can have a little bit of fun. Luck will just walk 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just because he can. Good work, Luck. Luck's done. Don't need to do anything as yet, I don't think, with Luck. He's got the natural cardinal staff, but no. Aya is going to spend a surge, and she is unfortunately going to miss her. She gets a surge with Sweet Battle for free. The Butcher is still knocked down, by the way. So, 3+ to hit. 4 hits, including a critical, perfect hit, which means we double the first chosen hit location. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's impervious. So we will gain a wound, or an insanity rather. We roll to decide afterwards. So that's a wound. We'll choose this one with the wound reaction, which is ignored. It's not through. Stupid buffhead. This one, it's a wound. It gets through. And this one, it's a wound. It doesn't get through. I'm going to stop rolling that fucking dice. Stupid. The Butcher now stands up. So reactions are back on the table. So Aya has surged with Sweet Battle for free. Luck has done his action. Lucy's got the Adjudicator. We want to save her for last, I think. Let's do Newt. So Newt's going to go 1, 2, 3 into the middle, and we're going to try for Immortal, because if we get Immortal, then we get bonuses with Luck. So she's in the middle. She's going to roll on the blood pool. She rolls a 1, which goes to a 2, which is gain an insanity. Actually, what do you add? You add +1. Yep. Perfect. She'll surge, and she'll do it again. And she rolls a Lantern 10, which means she gains Immortal. Very good, very good. And she is done. Willow with the black sword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's right there. She's going to swing with the black sword. It's 3 speed. She hits on a 3+. 1, 2 hits. One of those is an impervious hit location, so she gains an insanity. And one of them is the reflex with the zone of death. She wounds on a 2+. That's a wound. Does it get through? It doesn't on a 9. Everyone suffers bash and knockback 5. Lucy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Adjudicator has reach 2, so she'll swing with the Adjudicator. It's 3 speed, because she has +1 speed. And she has Legendary Lungs, which we love, by the way. 3 hits, we'll roll 3 more dice. Come on, Luce. 1, 2, 3. Is a 3 a hit, Deno? What's her accuracy? It's accuracy 1. A 3 is not a hit. So she's only got 5 hits. How's our Luce? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we want to do this Furious Gut first, which if it wounds, all survivors gain a courage. She wounds on a 2+. And does it get through? It does. So that's 1 wound with the Adjudicator. And now he's knocked down and all survivors gain 1 courage. I think that might be good. Yeah, Newt achieves See the Truth. So Newt has a blind already, so she doesn't suffer blind. So she will just roll on See the Truth. It's a good first turn, friends. I'm pretty happy with this first turn. I've rolled fucking 4 8s though. See the Truth. Newt has rolled a 9, which means Newt has Sour Death. That's fine. We're not really fussed on Sour Death. Sweet Battle's fine, but it's all fine. It's all fine. Okay, so the rest of these reactions are cancelled. So that one, we don't roll a lantern 10. We do get the wound through. This one, we don't roll a 1. We do get the wound through. This one, the reflex is ignored. We don't roll a 1. We don't get the wound through. And this one, we do roll a 6 and we roll a 6, which means we get the wound through. Okay, great first turn. We're not finished yet because Lucy's got a surge. There's 4 cards left in the deck. The trap is on the bottom. Lucy's got the adjudicator, which is a spear, which also has the monster suffers a wound before you resolve the trap. Invincible when the butcher is wounded. The wound roll fails. No, that's just going to be an automatic wound. So we're going to try again with a surge on Lucy. Hit. So we'll roll 2 more hits with the thing. 8 8s. That's 4 hits. So the first thing that happens is, thanks to the adjudicator, the monster suffers a wound. There's no wound roll, so it can't fail. And then on a 7+, we cancel the trap. That's a 9. So the trap's cancelled. And we draw 1 more hit location, which is the Butcher's Mask. Now, he's knocked down for this anyway. So he stands up soon, so yep, cool. He stands up at the end of this attack, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll do this one. That is a perfect hit, or perfect wound rather, and is a 6, so the wound gets through. He suffers -2 toughness until the end of the round. That's a wound, which gets through. The death blow, that's not a critical because she doesn't have any luck, and the wound gets through. And last of all, that's a critical, and the wound gets through. Lucy has sweet battle, doesn't she? So I just remembered she doesn't actually have to spend survival. That's a reasonable first turn. It's the monster's turn. So the first thing it does, I will stand up with fist and tooth for efficiency. So everyone's over here. The first thing it does is it looks at this and sees if it's a basic. It is not a basic, and so it will do this. So, scorn, yeah. At the end of each monster turn, perform basic action. Great. So, closest threat in facing, it's Lucy. So, do we, what's on top of the hit location deck? It's another one of those. The target is going to suffer 2 bleeding tokens. Lucy's probably okay with that. And she has 3 evasion loose. So she's okay. She can't double dodge. So we'll spend a survival to dash with Lucy. We'll just put her in position to get someone else to take a hit. So the Butcher will move to there, and he will then swing 4 speed, hitting on a 4+, which goes down to 3+, 2+, then goes back up to 5+, 4, 3, 5, 6. So Lucy is hit twice, so she's going to suffer, she's going to dodge 1, and then she's going to suffer 1, 2, 3 damage to the head. Actually, we'll see which other ones. To the hands. We'll suffer 3 damage to the hands, thanks. And she gains 2 bleeding tokens. So that's double hack done. So the next card is True Name. Survive with the fewest lunacy tokens. So that's anyone, because we all have 0 lunacy tokens. So we're actually going to choose Lucy. Lucy is going to be the person because we want her to suffer the brain trauma. She got that frenzy one. Bit of frenzy? No. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do her. So she suffers a brain trauma. So the first thing that we do is we gain a strength token. Boom. So the next thing is we add +1 to these rolls. So that takes us to +1, +2, torment. So we roll a 3, which is lose 2 levels of weapon proficiency, which is glorious. And then she gains frenzy. So strength and speed. And then she gains another brain trauma. So she gains a progress. She advances to Death Poet. Yep. And that's great. She gains no insanity out of that, but she now has to change her name. So we're going to change her name to Envy, because it was the next highest one in the poll, and that is that. So that's the end of his actual turn. And so now, at the end of his turn, he performs basic action, which means, unfortunately, he is going to target Lucy again with his basic action. She has already dodged. She could surge to put up a block. I think we will surge to put up a block. I just remembered that he's not speed 4 on that attack, he's speed 6, so that's 2 more hits to the boots and the body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. All right, so now it is 4 speed, hitting on a 5+. She can't dodge because she's frenzied. 3 hits to the body, body, body. And that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is the end of his turn. And he gains +1 strength and +1 damage token thanks to eating Lucy's frenzied. 1, 1. And that means, thanks to Scorn, all survivors suffer -1 accuracy. Great stuff. Because he targets a frenzied survivor, yeah. Okay, sweet. Let's plink on here. Let's plink on. So what we want to do is get everyone else out of the way now. I think I can take care of business. She's done. Newt, 1, 2, 3, 4, with a dash. Envy will put up a block. Newt will dash to there. And then in her act, she will jump in the... Oh, she can't spend survival because she's insane. Damn. All right, well, she'll just move to there and that'll do her. Yep, and then we'll use a block with a surge on Willow. Does she gain her survival back? Yes, she does. I've busted the game, friends. I've absolutely broken the game, and I love it. I just love it. Okay, so Newt's got a block up. Sorry, Willow's got a block up with Fetosaurus, which is block 2. And yeah, so we'll attack with Aya. So she is once again speed 4. Do we give her +1 speed? Yeah, we'll go +1 speed from Newt. What's the worst that can happen? So that hits and that hits. These all miss. That's a perfect hit and 2 misses. So we double our first chosen hit location. So our first chosen hit location will be this reflex. Actually, no, we'll do the failure. We'll cancel this reaction thanks to our Qatar specialization. The wound goes through. It does go through. and that is cancelled. This wound goes through, or sorry, does a wound and rolls a 5, so it goes through. And this one is impervious, so we gain an insanity. What is on top of the deck? We'll knock that bad boy down, I think. So she will then surge for free with Sweet Battle. 7, 8, perfect hit, 8, 5. That 5's a miss into a 1. So we double the first chosen hit location. We have 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. The trap we cancel on a 7. That's an 8. So that gets shuffled. Oh, it's good times. Perfect. So that's 4 hits. We can choose these in any location, in any order rather. So we will cancel this reflex. That's a 1, which is a fail to wound. So we'll use a Guardian reroll, which criticals, and then rolls a 7, which means the wound goes through. I've got to go get my dice, I just dropped it. All right, so now that reflex is cancelled thanks to our Qatar. I don't think we're going to fail this one, friends. It's going a little bit too well. So what we need to decide now is, well, let's do these wounds first. So that one gets through. That's an 8, so that fails. That one gets through, and it's not a fail, so the butcher's knocked down. I think she's done another like 2 wounds to double his toughness, so maybe even more. And that one's an insanity. Okay, he's got 5 wounds left. We still have an attack with Aya using her scythe. So let's do it, I say. Let's do it. It's the death blow. That could be fun. Hit, 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 including perfect hits. That's 5 hits. So we draw 5 dice. 1, 2. It's the trap. All right, so we'll stop drawing. We'll see if we can roll a 7. It's an 8, so we cancel the hit location deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's knocked down currently. We cancel whatever, so that's just an insanity from an impervious cleaver. This guy's getting absolutely ploughed, isn't he? He's getting absolutely ploughed. All right, to wound. It's a critical. Does the wound go through? It does. We double that, and then we double it again, which means she goes to that. She does a critical, which means we shuffle the hit location deck, thanks to the scythe. Oh, good times. Good times. The next one, that's a wound. That's a 10, so it doesn't go through. The next one, that is a fail. We use a Guardian reroll. That's a wound. It doesn't go through. It's a 10. I've got to stop using that dice. Last one, it's a wound. It does go through. 2 wounds left. And the butcher now stands up. Let's swing with Willow and her black sword, shall we? See if we can shut this down. +1 speed from the Queen ability. 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. If we do all 3 wounds, it will be game over. So it's a 2+, followed by not an 8. So that's 1 wound on the thick cape. We now roll a dice. If we roll a 10, we're fine. This one, that's a 2+, followed by a 5. That's 1 more wound. So he suffers -2 toughness. Can we roll a 2+? No! Bash and knockback 5. I don't think I've got any more Guardian rerolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. All right, let's see if we can get Luck to finish the job with his stick. Come on, Luck. Let's even, he doesn't need to do anything crazy. It's like strength 15, by the way, this attack from Luck, so. Luck will dash. He's speed 11, by the way, and he'll then use the Dragon Armor to charge. He swings with the natural Cardinal Staff. Unfortunately, he hits on 7s, doesn't he? Yeah, but he's got 3 speed, so 7, 8, 10. I've rolled like a hot jet in this fight. 1, don't be the trap. Okay. Okay, so he gains an Insanity, does our friend Luck, which is good. And then potentially we'll knock him down and all survivors will gain a Courage, which would be fine. So he's winning on a 2+. That is a 2. And the Butcher rolls a Lantern 10 and ignores it. So that wound doesn't go through. Can he wound on the second one? That wounds. And it's an 8. It does go. It doesn't go through. Oh, goodness me. Do we swing again with the natural Cardinal Staff? Sure we do. We'll surge. 1 single hit. It's a super dense location. Pretty sure we still wound on a 2+. That's a Lantern 10. And it's a 7, so we do the wound. Luck gets the killing blow. Yeah! How do you like that? You stupid butcher. You beat me last time on stream, you pest. How do you like me now? Ah, it's good times. Each survivor gains 2 courage. That is awesome. Courage, courage. Courage Willow. We gain a Trophy Lantern Rare Gear, Killennium Butcher, a Cold Living Flesh, 5 Broken Lanterns, and a Forsaker Mask, which will immediately archive to turn into the Mask Maker location. Uh, 5 Broken Lanterns is nice. Turn that into... And we'll have a look. The lanterns are not super useful for us in this campaign. In the regular People of the Lantern campaign, I think it would be cool. Hunt XP. This guy's actually worth 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So we will have a little thing for Luck. This deck, I didn't realise how many of these cards there were, but there's not that many. There's probably only about 30, 40. So you're going to see most in a campaign. So I really like the way I'm doing this. I'm going to do this every campaign. Left one, card 5. Right one, card 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, oh, 1. We've got Haunted or we've got Murder. I think we'll be Haunted. Luck is convinced there's a powerful presence nearby. Luck rolls an 8. We do not have Memento Mori. Luck gains permanently 2 strength. Ah, Luck. Wonder if we do this. Possessed. Kind of wish we went for clean out. 2 luck. 1, 2. 1 accuracy. Yeah, so this means he can't use his philosophy, which is probably not that bad because the philosophy sucks. Oh, oh. Fortune and Misfortune. All right, what we need to do is go and read Luck's first milestone. Hang on, there's no story events. I think we have to do the bell rings again. Yeah, great. Blessed first. Woe begone, all weapons gain unwieldy. That sucks. And then City of Dreams. Luck gains Illumi. Good work, Luck. He got the killing blow. You got to appreciate that. Luck gains Illumi, and then he adds 2 to this roll. So he rolls a 5. So Luck gains +1 movement. That's nice. Movement 6. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly read this section under knowledge and fighting arts, just so I can make sure I'm not misremembering. Knowledges. Knowledges. Losing access to knowledge. If Ark survivors cannot use their fighting arts, they cannot use their knowledge. If they cannot use their knowledges, they cannot accumulate observations. However, survivors are always beholden to their neuroses. So, everyone is going to gain unwieldy without any issues. However, on arrival, no one gains systemic pressure or luck. Piss off, idiot. Piss off. How good is that? All right, when else does he get disposition? How else can he get disposition? When he departs with an immortal survivor, he gains 1 disposition. All right, so we're just going to send him out every time, I think. Interesting. What knowledges come out in our... knowledge thing? We faced off against a Black Knight this year, so that's exciting. Fortis Fortuna, Adrenaline Junkie, Duty Bound, and Tenacity. All right, I will explain to you what we're going to do in this phase. Someone can remove a severe injury, which cannot be removed for any reason. Which normally cannot be removed for any reason. Decomposing Labyrinth. All right? So first endeavour we're going to do is Nightmare Train with Aya and see if we can get her bow proficiency show she is deadly. She spends 3 survival. 1, 2, 3. She rolls a 5. She'll spend a survival to roll again. She rolls a 7. She'll spend a survival to roll again. She rolls a 9. She gains deadly 2 on every weapon. She is now a bow master. Cheers. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to send Willow into... not Willow. Lucy into the Decomposing Labyrinth. Now, Lucy has legendary lungs, which means she gets +2 to this roll, which is exceptionally good. So Luce goes in and she rolls a 3, which goes to a 5, which is gain directional dyslexia and spend all your survival or die. We'll then drums to give her 2 survival back, and we'll send her in again. And she rolls a directional dyslexia, drums, send her in again. That is an 8, which goes to 10, so she gains a death medal. We'll send her in again. That is a 6, which is spend all your survival or die, so she will do so. So we just gain 1 death medal Do we want to send her in again, or do we want to send someone? Luck just can't die, can he? What happens if he dies? He loses a thing. If he would die, he instead returns to the settlement with -1. I mean, I'm not really keen on just killing Luck to get death metal, but if we get one more death metal, I think we can make the full death metal set. We could send someone in with a Nightingale could go in. Is it worth using a lifetime reroll on Luck to potentially die? Yeah, I think it is. That's a Lantern 10. Gains grounded in the death metal. So we gain 2 death metal out of that. That's actually quite awesome, by the way, that we just did that. Shame we didn't roll that on Lucia. We would have got the Regal Signet Ring. We got 2 death metal out of that, friends, which means I think we can now complete our king set. Let's have a look if I'm right. The helm, death metal and a pallium. The boots, perfect height and a death metal. Full king set. Whoo! Now we need to do is make some royal shields. So we need the stone infant and the thing. Guess what, friends? That's the end. I'm just going to decide if we want to use this cold living flesh on anyone. I think the only person who's got a bad one is... I think Newt's got a blind. We might keep that. We might keep that up the sleeve just in case, so that we can cure a severe injury on Aya or something like that. So that was good. I feel good about flogging that guy. I feel good about flogging him. We're probably not going to have. I'll be honest. We're probably not going to have too much difficulty from here on out. That fight was one of the only ones that could have provided us a real challenge. We'll see if the God Hand does. I kind of think he won't. Because from here, Aya, who is now a Bowmaster, every single weapon she attacks with will be effectively critting on 4s. And every time, yeah, critting on 4s. Seems fine. When she crits, she reshuffles the deck. Yeah. That'll do us, friends. I'll catch you on the next episode. We're going to take Luck out every year and see if we can progress his story all the way to the end, because I've never done that. And we're going to take Newt out as our scout, which means Newt will, who is immortal, keep loading him up. So that'll do us, friends. I'll catch you on the next Lantern year. Big Deno out.